show. This is our fifth show. I'm pretty damn proud to say that we're still doing it. So, fuck the haters, fuck the people who said we suck, and as always, fuck MTV. Well, America, we have a great show today, as you can already tell. We got our music back. Because America, we don't need MTV. Yeah, sure, any John Arbuckle can go and download music off the internet. Hell, I'll be the first to admit it. I, myself, download music on the internet. But who has it? Who has it? Come on. But tonight's main event is all about finding and listening to music in a different way. An old-fashioned way, if you will. And that way is using the radio. I know, I just turned all those Twin, Twitter, and Twilight lovers off. Radio? The fuck is radio? Like, use an MP3 player, like, OMG, for sure. But fucking seriously, people. I've listened to the radio here in Chicago, and so have so many radio stations to listen to here in Chicago. I mean, for every kind of listener, whether you're old enough to be my dad, or old enough to be my sister, or even if you're an old fart and you have chronic diarrhea. Radio is still for everybody, and they actually play music, unlike MTV. One of my favorite radio stations to actually listen to, especially during the summer, is the one and only, the voice of Chicago, News Talk 720 WGN. I know you're probably thinking, this is guy fucking 80. No, seriously folks, I listen to them because of their commentary on politics, as well as what goes on in Chicago, especially the suburbs. And they're always willing to take my calls, and they're always willing to tell me about awesome events going on in the Chicagoland area. Look, I'm always happy to listen to WGN, but one of the main reasons I listen to them is because they are the home of the greatest baseball team ever, the Chicago Cubs. Yeah, whatever, I'm fucking serious. I am a die-hard Cubs fan. The day I die, flip diving accident while being chased by the FBI, alright? I love Pat Hughes and Ron Santo. They are the best radio commentators alive. And way better than the guys on TV. Look, I love just sitting in my car on my lunch breaks, listening to Ron and Pat, waiting for that great big play that may not ever come, but it does at times. And look, okay, maybe not everybody's from Chicago, so maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, but here's something for them, and here's a little bit what kind of goes on during their broadcast. So I'll shoot it over to Pat Hughes. Pat, what you got for us?
Thanks, Rich. Hello and welcome to Cubs Baseball on the Voice of Chicago, News Talk 720 WGN. Alongside me is Cubs legend Ron Santo. Now, Ron, we had a great series against the White Sox, and today is Friday, and they're going to be facing the Cleveland Indians. So, Ron, why don't you tell us about the starting lineup? Ron? Ron? Are you asleep?
Pat, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Ron, we're still on the air.
You know, Pat, I've been at this organization for 45 years as a commentator and as a player, and I don't think I can handle the losing anymore. You know, Pat, if the Cubs, they don't win the series this year, I don't know. I'm just gonna walk down to that old friendly clubhouse, pick up lucky number 10, and just start hitting players. I'm gonna hit Larry Rothschild right in his mouth. I'm gonna hit Lou, Sweet Lou, in his beer belly. I'm gonna start hitting umpires and grounds crew and fans and even the fire department across the street. I can't keep doing this. Cubs, just do it for Ronnie. Just do it for Ronnie. And
this portion of Cubs Baseball is brought to you by the Do It For Ronnie Foundation, putting you, the ultimate Cubs fan, in the ultimate seat. For Ron Santo, I'm Pat Hughes. Coming up, Cubs Baseball on the Voice of Chicago, News Talk 720 WGN.
so it doesn't quite go like that. But I love Ron as much as any other Cubs fan. So, Cubs, win one for Ronnie. Because you don't want another Cubs legend going up to baseball heaven without a championship. So do it for Ronnie, alright? Just do it for Ronnie.
this brings us to the main event of the week. Ring the bell, Humberto. Man, fuck you, dude. Do your job. Alright, good work. In the blue corner, weighing in at 963 pounds, they claim to be the #1 radio station for hit music in Chicago, the new Killer B, B96. And in the red corner, weighing in at 1,305 pounds, the only sound in the Chi, the undisputed radio rock stars, Kiss FM Chicago. Now, I know that this has been a long-standing rivalry here in Chicago, as far as radio is concerned. You know, we got the Cubs, we got the Sox, we got Kiss FM and B96. But who really is the best? I mean, who really has the most listeners or the biggest fan base? You can't really go off the rating system because people change the radio stations faster than their wireless plans. So I want to know, America, who is the better radio station in Chicago? So let's start with B96, shall we? Now, B96 is a huge megastar in Chicago. They have a wide variety of hit music that they want you to listen to. But the majority of their music really is more geared towards hip-hop and R&B and rap. B96 won't ever play Daughtry or Maroon 5 or David Cook. They stick to songs that have beats to them, like Lady Gaga. But disco sticking? Not for me. No. Now, they do have a concert event every summer, and it's called the B96 Pepsi Summer Bash, and I heard it was really good this year. I mean, they had cool performers like, who did they have? They had Kelly Clarkson, they had Flo Rida, they even had the Black Eyed Peas, man. I should have went to that concert, damn. And I remember they used to have their morning show, it had Eddie and Jobo in the morning. Now they have this new duo called Jay Nice, with two eyes, Jay Nice and Julian. Now, 103.5 has become my personal favorite as far as listening to radio when I'm not listening to my Zune in the car. Now, Kiss FM has what I think better DJs than B96. They, just like WGN, are willing to always take phone calls in the air. Now, I really like listening to Ty, and I love hearing about his dog Carter. I always like listening to Silly Jilly. And my personal favorite DJ on 103.5, my mamacita, my princess, Nina Chantel. I mean, damn, this girl is fun. Nina, I hope you're watching, and I want you to know, I love you, girl. You're the best. Now, 103.5 has been a better morning show, I think, because they have the majority of their show is with Drex in the morning, and it's actually talking to real listeners and helping them with their problems or making fun of funny situations. Like they have their lotion hour where they have like these funny topics they talk about. Like I'm gonna try to do Drex here. I've slept with your sister and I'm not afraid to share it. Or but who wins this matchup? Who's the champion of radio? Oh, got you there, America. I'm not gonna declare a winner. Why? Because I'm gonna leave it up to you. Look, if you like 103.5 Kiss FM or you love B96, tell me about it. Comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, or email me. You know where to go. And as always, just tell me what you think. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the main event. As always, I'm Rich Hollywood. Thank you, Clara. And if you haven't already, watch the MTV video that I posted last week. Here's a little sidebar for you. I want to thank WGN, Radio 720 for always taking my calls and having Pat and Ron on there for so many years. I want to thank radio in general, and I want to thank the stations, all the stations from Chicago. Dad, I know you're watching. Happy Father's Day. I'll see you Sunday, alright? Love you. Thanks for watching the main event. Peace, motherfucker.